They say if you toss a bomb and fruit into water and detonate it, the shockwave will blast the fruit's flesh and squeeze out the juice. To test whether that actually works, the Mythbusters team decided to run a juice experiment using 20 pounds of TNT. They headed to a calm lakeshore and prepared a variety of melons, fruits, and vegetables for testing. The team separated the produce into mesh bags. Because this blast would release about 37 megajoules of energy, roughly 10,000 times the detonator they used earlier. They couldn't reliably predict the optimal standoff distance, so they tied the bags to buoys at different distances, suspending each bag in a staggered pattern about 5 feet underwater to compare how distance affected the juicing. The numbers on the markers indicated each bag's distance from the blast point. The 20-pound TNT charge was tied to the far end of the line. Would a bigger explosion mean more juice? With everything in place, they triggered the detonation from a safe distance. The blast threw a column of water over 1,000 feet high. High-speed footage revealed an even more dramatic sight. The underwater shockwave raced outward at a visible speed, then reflected off surfaces and collided from multiple directions, producing spectacular turbulence. They hauled the mesh bags ashore. The two groups closest to the charge had been blown away entirely, so how much juice did the remaining 5 groups yield? On the surface, the fruit still looked intact, but cutting them open told a different story. The flesh was pulped and mushy, and no amount of sucking or scooping would draw out drinkable juice. Why? In the lake test, the shockwave reflected repeatedly and battered the fruit from multiple directions. That means small, low-yield explosions like the earlier dry tank tests are actually the most effective for extracting juice without completely destroying the fruit. That said, don't try this at home. This method is dangerous and not suitable for making juice.